Good morning, students. This is Miss Williams. Today is Thursday and it is May the 14th. We will be meeting in our Zoom meeting this morning, but also the content that we will be covering is a percents review and moving on to do something called percent increase and percent decrease. So the first thing I'd like to do in our video today is just generally review how to calculate percents. We have done two ways, using a proportion model and using an equation. The proportion model put part over whole is equal to percent over 100. The equation was the part equals the percent divided by 100 times the whole. So, two different approaches that you may use. I'm going to do a couple of questions with different things missing just to kind of bring it back into our heads. Here's question number 1, where the part is missing. And the question is, what is 27% of $20? $20, let's call it $20, 27% of $20. So this is the part, and the part is missing. This is the percent, and this is the whole. So you're going to, if you use the proportion model, you're going to do x over 20 is equal to percent over 100. And our percent is 27. Sorry, I should have written 27 there. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is to say the part is equal to 27 divided by 100 multiplied by 20. So for this problem, this way is probably the easiest because we already have our unknown quantity by itself. So we're going to do 27 divided by 100, which is 27 hundredths, and multiply that by 20. And you are going to get $5.40 when you do that multiplication. So the answer is $5.40. Okay, you can also do it this way and using the proportion method. What I would do here is I'm dividing by 5. So I would do 27 divided by 5. And on my calculator, 27 divided by 5. And you can see there that I get 5.4. So x is equal to 5.4, or that essentially is $5.40. Okay, so that's when the part is missing. Problem number 2, we're going to have the percent missing. Um, 36 is what percent of, let's say, 90. So let's set it up the two ways and see which way we want to work with. So this is the part. This is the whole. And the percent is missing. So 36 over 90 equals something over 100. Or 36 is equal to something over 100 times 90. I think this way here, what I would do is multiply both sides by 100. Then this is 100 100ths. 100 over 100 is equal to 1. So that's just like multiplying by 1. So that's going to be our x there. And then all we have to do on the calculator is 100 times 36 divided by 90. 40 is the answer. So 36 is 40% of 90. So the answer is 40%. Put that in a box so it's really obvious there. Okay, the last thing that can be missing, so we've done the part missing, we've done the percent missing, we're now going to do the whole missing. And we're going to do 27 is 3% of what number? So 27 is the part, 3% is our percent, and what number is our whole? So the whole is missing. So we've got 27 over x is equal to 3 over 100. Or we can do the part is equal to 3 over 100 times the thing that's missing. Now, I am going to show you how to do it using the equation here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of this fraction. So 3 over 100, if I multiply that by 100 over 3, I have to do the same thing on this side. Then 3 over 100 and 100 over 3, if you multiply them together, you get 1. That's the whole idea of a reciprocal. When you multiply reciprocals together, you get 1. So all I need to do is 100 times 27 divided by 3. So let's look here. 100 times 27 divided by 3, and I get 900. So the whole was 900. Okay, so that reviews percents. What we're going to do today is we're going to continue on with our work on percents by exploring something called percent increase or decrease. And as you guys know, prices go up, things inflate or get bigger quite often. And often we want to know, okay, it went from 612 to 632. What percent increase was that? Or maybe something goes down, like a population of some endangered species goes down from 512 within a certain national park to 451. What was the percent decrease in that population? So today, we're going to look at this. And the way we're going to look at it is that I'm going to assign a worksheet to you guys. And we're going to work on the worksheet. But I'm going to do a couple of examples with you here first. So let's look at the price of bread. It was, this particular loaf of bread was $2.29. Now it has increased and the price is $2.45. We want to know what is the percent increase. Well, we can do it using part, whole, and percent. So let's do part, whole, and percent. So the percent is what we're trying to find. The whole is always the original. Is what you use as your whole number in these problems. Always what the original price or the original population was. So I'm going to use 2.29 as my whole. The part is the change. How did it change? So it's now 245, and I'm going to take away the 229. I do that subtraction to work out the part. how much did it change by? And that's going to be 16 cents. So I just do a quick subtraction there. And then I'm going to do part over whole is percent over 100. So I'm going to do 16 cents out of 229 is equal to x over 100. I'm going to multiply both sides by 100. So 100 times that is equal to x over 100 multiplied by 100 over 1. And there you see that I have 100 over 100, which is the same thing as 1. It's an equivalent of 1. So that's just like multiplying the x by 1. And then on this side, I have my calculator work, 100 times 16 hundredths, which is basically 16, divided by $2.29. And I get this number. And that is going to round up to 7%. So it was a 7% increase in the price. And I'm going to use an up arrow because it was an increase. 7% increase in the price of the bread. Let's look at a decrease problem. So here's number 2, a decrease problem. And we'll look at a decrease in, see if I can find my problem here. Number of students decreased. So maybe this is at a summer camp from one year to another. Okay, so we're going to say it was, so maybe this is last year or 2 years ago, 520, and it's now 479. And you want to know what the percent decrease was or is. What is the percent? And in this case, it goes down, so it's a decrease. Okay, so we can still use part, whole, and percent. The percent we're trying to find, the whole is always what it was originally. Because that's what you're basing your calculation on. So it was originally 520 and it went down to 479. So 520 minus 479 is 41. So we are going to do part over whole is equal to percent over 100. We're going to multiply both sides by 100. There's my equivalent of 1. And then the rest of it is on the calculator. So I am doing 100 times 41 equals divided by 520. And if you can see that there on my calculator, I'm getting 7.8846. That's approximately 8%. And it's a decrease. So I'm going to use a down arrow for decrease. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you on Zoom shortly.